Still going through this bullshit. Here's something that I noticed today. So after you read through where RFK Jr. basically gave a big middle finger to Senator Cassidy, you get to the background section of the paper, and in the very first paragraph of the background, it says approximately 1 in 2 surveyed parents of autistic children believe vaccines played a role in their child's autism, often pointing to the vaccines their child received in the first 6 months of life. 1 in 2? Really? Clearly I had to click on this link and see what it was all about. And here's that paper. It was published in 2006. The researchers sent this survey to parents of autistic children from 2 private practices. They sent it to 150 parents, 77 responded. And I was surprised to see that actually, yeah, the parents most frequently cited immunizations, 54% of them, as a cause of their child's autism. Of course, the CDC page doesn't tell you that 53% of them also said that genetic predisposition was a cause of their child's autism. Since that study was published in 2006, I wondered if there were more recent papers. Here's one. This is from 2020. Basically, they randomly selected a group of 1,000 parents in this Spark cohort and emailed them an online survey. And you can see in table 4 factors believed to cause child's autism. And if you look down at toxins found in vaccines / immunizations, out of the total number of respondents, which was 217, 20.7% of them agreed that vaccines or immunizations cause their child's autism. Another one from 2020. This is another one using the Spark cohort, but this one was much larger, 16,525 participants. And if you look at that last part that I highlighted, 16.5% of caregivers said that immunization caused their child's autism. The most frequently cited one was genetic causes. Don't you think it's interesting that on that CDC site, they only linked to that 2006 paper? It's a little misleading if you ask me. Now, I'm not saying that one of these studies is better than the other. Every single one of these studies has major limitations, but the point of these types of studies is to get an idea of what parents of autistic children believe. Because if you get a good idea of what the parents of autistic children believe, you can give them better care. And it also underscores the danger of this line of thinking. In that last paper that I pulled up, one of the things that it says is that despite the strong convergence of negative scientific findings on this issue, fears that vaccines might cause autism have persisted, the public health consequences of which are evident in increased outbreaks of vaccine-preventable diseases. As usual, another example of RFK Jr. cherry-picking and manipulating the data. But you are too smart for that, so you're not gonna fall for it. All right, this was Holly. Follow, like, and share for more. Bye.